Rosemary, Cynthia and Colette are here with us again on the sofa. Lovely to see you back in the studio. And Dr. Hilary is going to reveal to them the results of their body scans, which we sent them for. Dr. Hilary, what do these scans show?
The scans that we use are called DEXA scans, dual energy X-ray absorptiometry scans, and a moving arm traverses your body as you lie on a mattress and measures effectively three things. In blue you can see bone mass, in orange you can see muscle mass, and in yellow you can see body fat. And so these three measurements give us a really good idea of the proportion of these tissues in the body.
OK, well, ladies, this is it. I would hate this. How are you feeling?
Excited.
Good.
OK.
It's actually a good thing.
No pain, no gain, right?
No, that's it.
OK, well, Mum, starting with you, Rosemary. So, Dr. Hilary, reveal for us, what did Rosemary's body scan show?
Well, this is Rosemary's scan. Rosemary is 56, she weighs 16 stone, and 45 kilos of her body is actually pure fat. 45 kilos is the equivalent of about 7 stone. And because some of this fat is visceral fat, in other words, it's within her torso, around the abdominal and chest organs, it means that she's become at risk of health issues. She's already got type 2 diabetes, and she's at high risk of other things as well, such as heart disease and cancer. All sounds like bad news, but I do have some good news for you in a moment, Rosemary. And how do you feel about that?
Well, let's get the reaction first. Rosemary, 7 stone of your body is fat. How do you feel about that?
I feel like excited to know the news, so I can change my lifestyle.
Are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised.
No.
It was the way I ate and the way, you know, my lifestyle, it was going to that way.
Well, Hilary says he's got good news for you as well. What's the good news, Hilary?
Well, I'll come to the good news at the end. So if we give the results of all of them first. If we move on now to Cynthia. Cynthia's 35. She also has 45 kilos of body fat in her body. Now, she's 5'4". She's 4 inches shorter than her mum. She's got the same amount of body fat. So, again, that fat is distributed throughout the body, through the torso, around the abdominal organs. She's also at high risk of ill health in the future.
Cynthia?
I'm not shocked, to be honest.
No.
I'm not surprised. I didn't expect that amount of body weight fat in my body, but with the way I was eating, as Mum had said, it's an eye-opener. I think it's, you know, step forward, because if you don't know, you keep eating.
Yeah.
And now I know.
I think it's interesting, isn't it? Because actually knowing what the problem is, seeing it so visually, it almost galvanises you, doesn't it? To do. I've had one of these scans as well, and actually having that information, it's kind of empowering.
How much did you have?
I'm not quite sure. It was in a percentage rather than a...
So what percentage of you is just pure lard?
I mean, I think, yeah, well, probably too much.
Well, I've got to be honest.
In the usual places.
Well, you're taking this so well, but I mean, I would hate to do this. To hear 6, 7 stone of it is fat. I mean, it would shock me into action, actually.
Well, Colette, let's find out.
Colette, you're the baby of the family.
Yeah.
So let's find out about Colette. Dr. Hilary?
Well, Colette is the baby of the family. She's only 23, and yet she weighs 21 stone. Now, according to the scan, the amount of fat in kilos in her body is 63.5 kilos. And just 2 years ago, she was 9 stone less. So she's put 9 stone on in 2 years. So we've got a real job on, particularly with Colette. She's also in the high-risk health category for the future. And by that, I mean a risk of heart disease, of cancer, type 2 diabetes, and other things, even premature death. You know, her lifespan is 10 years shorter. I talked about the good news earlier amongst all this bad news. The bad news is just this is just an assessment. This is what is actually here now today. So this is our baseline. And what we're going to do with Eat More, Lose More over the next 100 days is make a real difference. That's the challenge. This is the first step. The good news is that you're in our good, capable hands. We're going to make a big difference with your help, because it will take discipline as well.
Yeah, Dr. Hilary, thanks so much. I mentioned that I had too much body fat. I mean, you know, I don't have a kind of big problem with that, but it's extraordinary how many of us are carrying too much fat. Now, Colette, you agreed to have that result, you know, announced on national television. It's incredible. You know, it takes a lot of guts to, frankly...
It does take a lot of guts, but again, I don't think I'm the only one at all.
No,
and
exactly
if I'm
right.
saying that this is the reality of my situation, you've got to look at yourself and think, what am I doing to myself?
Absolutely
You don't want
right.
to end up like me or worse.
Good for you.
You know,
Good for you.
To be, Colette, I mean, all of you, you look fantastic. You know, you're great women, and you've got enormous courage to come and sit on this sofa and to talk about your weight, because it is not an easy thing for women to talk about, or for anybody, frankly, to talk about. And I really, you know, we applaud you for that. And as you say, you know, we all need to take a look at the choices that we're making when it comes to food, don't we? You know, as a nation, we know that we have to do that.